What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Thursday, January 9th. In today's video, we have to talk about some major updates happening with the Bitcoin ecosystem, which ultimately will reflect on Dog Bitcoin and the Runes ecosystem. Now, I want to share with you how Dog is performing in terms of mindshare, not just within cryptocurrencies, but also meme coins as well. Obviously, we're going to be checking out charting analysis at the very end of the video, but also I want to share with you some recent news regarding a decentralized wallet, which you all know is really popular on Ethereum, which is called MetaMask, and how that's going to contribute to Runes, but also OKX. So we're going to talk about this recent interview regarding Jason Claw, who is the CIO of OKX, and how they're focusing their efforts in the Bitcoin ecosystem. So what is that all about? Let's go ahead and cover it in this video. So let's go ahead and smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page and our X platform, and please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct message, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So I just want to let everybody know, I currently live in Los Angeles, if you do not know this, and right now, if you haven't seen the news, there is a fire going on in Pacific Palisades, up in Hollywood. But guys and girls, I just want to let you know that I currently live in Los Angeles, California, and if you haven't been paying attention to the news, there has been a huge fire breakout in Pacific Palisades, in Hollywood, and so many other places. And so we've been getting a lot of different alerts and evacuations and all this other stuff. So I'm just letting you know that there may be some delays in posting my videos, and that's mainly due to the natural disaster that's happening here within the city of Los Angeles. So I just want to keep everybody up to date what's actually going on. So let's go and get right started, because I want to talk about Dog Bitcoin. Because right now, Dog Bitcoin is hovering around a 570 million market cap. Now that's completely normal considering that it's down 3.9%, almost close to 4%. So why is that? Well, it's mainly due to Bitcoin's price, because Bitcoin's actually dropped between 95,000 to 91,000 due to leverage trading getting really greedy, but also this news right here. So Arkham, which is an amazing tool to see basically wallet tracking, right? You get to see these major companies, if it's BlackRock, MicroStrategy, even Donald Trump, all the portfolios are public within this wallet tracking platform called Arkham. They started to notice that BlackRock is not buying, but they're actually selling. To me, this seems like manipulation, but who knows? Maybe they're doing this to manipulate the market before the January 20th inauguration of President Donald Trump. That could be playing out as we speak. So who knows if this is manipulation or maybe something that we should expect or see to come. And ultimately, whatever happened to BlackRock is obviously going to affect Bitcoin, but what's ever going to happen to Bitcoin is going to affect meme coins. So obviously, you're seeing that meme coins had taken an effect by that. So I'm not surprised, but we're still seeing Dog Bitcoin outperform meme coins such as Popcat and Peanut Squirrel, both VC-backed coins, and also artificially pumped. So this is something I just want to share with you in case you're feeling emotional right now. Now let's focus on how the mindshare of Dog is completely dominating the space. So if you're looking at this image, pay attention to it, because if you're seeing this is all cryptocurrencies in terms of mindshare, not just meme coins. You see that Dog Bitcoin is ranked number 19. Why is this really important? It's because you're seeing a free and fair movement coin having this organic reach across all blockchains, outperforming many meme coins across all sectors. There's over thousands and thousands of different meme coins and cryptocurrencies out there, yet Dog is ranked number 19. It's because your presence as the Dog Army is known across all crypto Twitter. And not only that, in terms of the meme coin sector, guess what? Dog is now the 4th mentioned meme coin across the meme coin sector. That is absolutely huge. And let's focus on the wallet addresses in the top 100. And thanks to Dog BTC, you can see that right now we haven't seen a ton of selling or buying pressure. Many of these wallets are either holding or the centralized exchanges, which are going to have the most activity. Keep in mind, these centralized exchanges, both tier 1s and tier 2s or tier 3s, these are going to have a lot of inflows and outflows. But I don't think these major exchanges, to me, have a huge influence on what happens in the market of Dog. Now, what's really interesting is that there was a massive whale that bought roughly around $587,000 worth of Dog. That's around 99 million Dog tokens. So this is a new holder. We don't know what's going on, if this is another centralized exchange or if this is a whale manipulating the price, but nonetheless, they bought a ton of these. That's roughly around $500,000. So that's kind of crazy. Now, in other news, I've been paying attention to the Binance Hot Wallet. Now, I've shared with you this Binance Hot Wallet in a previous video. Now, what I've noticed as I've studied this over the past few days is that it's had a lot of major activity since the birth of Runes in April 20th of 2024. There have been over 700 pages of rune transactions, both inflows and outflows. And I've noticed that within the past 4 days, it's actually increased. It used to be 500 pages. And then 4 days later, it's now 700 pages. That's 200 plus pages of new activity. What's also really interesting is that I've noticed around 200 smaller Binance accounts having inflows and outflows. Yes, I counted 200 because that's just the max capacity that my brain can actually take. There are probably a lot more. And there's also transfers to like Bybit, deposit accounts, also Bitbank, Mexi, Wintermute. So this is just something that I've noticed. Now, I don't know if this is testing or if this Binance hot wallet is just serving as an intermediary service provider that allows somebody else to hold their assets on behalf of them. Their Binance hot wallet is showing massive rune activity. You can take that for what you will. I don't know what it means, but this is just something that you deserve to know. It doesn't just stop there. Let's talk about OKX. So in a recent interview by the Fractal podcast team, Jason Claw, who's the CIO of OKX, mentioned in this specific video, quote unquote, "We have a team that's just dedicated to the Bitcoin ecosystem, and that allows us to keep on trend what's really happening within the Bitcoin space." Now, on a number of occasions, Jason Claw has been asked about runes, and he's not just like primarily focused on runes, okay? As a CIO of OKX, they're focused on many things, right? They're focused on BRC20s, CAT20 tokens, they're focused on runes, ordinals. It's not just runes. But what's really important is that they're very bullish on the Bitcoin ecosystem because they want to capture as much interest from that emerging sector. And that's really promising, okay? So OKX wallet, which is the decentralized wallet, is showing a lot of revenue promise and performance, okay? So that's really good. And I think that sooner or later, OKX, since they have the runes infrastructure protocol pretty much in play, it's just a matter of time before they have runes, ordinals, BRC20s, and even CAT20 tokens enabled on their centralized exchange. And I think that personally, once they do this, once they get in front of the Bitcoin ecosystem, this will allow them to have the fuel to flip Binance. We don't know if they're actually publicly going to announce supporting runes or any of these Bitcoin ecosystem assets, but nonetheless, I think OKX is going to try to beat them to it. And in other news, look at MetaMask. So just as of yesterday, I saw this specific post from Consensus for a job opportunity as a senior project manager for MetaMask. And all of you know that MetaMask is the #1 decentralized wallet for the Ethereum ecosystem. Now, they are a little late in this game, but nonetheless, they have a huge customer base acquisition in the Ethereum ecosystem. And you guys and girls know that Ethereum right now in terms of NFTs is blossoming. So that target audience could transfer over to Bitcoin, adding new eyes, new liquidity, and new faces to the space. And it specifically asks that they hire somebody that's familiar and experimenting with Lightning Network, runes, ordinals, BRC20s, and layer 2 such as stacks. So this to me is a very promising perspective. Now let's go into the charting analysis. So in this recent pullback, which you just saw this morning, we're hovering around a 570 million market cap. You're seeing that it's hitting another support level right around here at that 550 million because we actually dip that low just as of this morning. But that's part of our retracement that we've seen right over here. And that's to be expected. I think that right now we're going to be juggling between 550 million to around 600 million. But if Bitcoin continues to take a dump, then I will be honest with you, it's going to go all the way down to around 450 million, okay? The reason I keep that informed with you is because it's okay to see retracements like that. Because look at this, I was over here when we saw the major pullback. I was still buying in at dog around these prices and you saw the massive pump to the upside. No matter what, I just hodl. And I'm not scared of the volatility because I know it's about to happen. Because eventually it's going to slingshot right back up, eventually at some certain point or another. I mean, even look at the RSI, we're hitting this bottom again. That means we're oversold once again. And this bottom right here, we saw back over here in November, over here in September, and over here in August. So we visited this section over and over. The MACD is actually reverted back to the seller's market, but it's actually very weak. We may not see this for so long. This may revert back to the upside, and that's my personal opinion. But this video isn't really about the charting analysis. It's about the news that's happening with OKX, with Binance, with MetaMask. We're seeing the inflows and outflows in terms of wallets not being too large or too big. And that to me is very promising. But regardless, I'm seeing that DOG is a really great performer in the meme coin sector. It's flipped these major VC-backed coins that were financed or pushed by centralized exchanges or just VCs in generals, and this is Peanut and PopCat, right? And these are coins that people advocated for so long. You can see that those tokens die, but DOG continues to still rally up to the upside regardless of the volatility. So this is just something I want to share with you regardless of what's happening here in Los Angeles regarding these fires. But I just want to keep you guys and girls updated because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not sure if we're going to have to evacuate. I'm not sure if we're going to have to leave, but I want to give you the news up to date regardless of what's going on in the in real life world. But I hope that this video has been very helpful. Now, before we end this video, just be sure to check out that interview that I had with Leonidas as of yesterday. It's an amazing, almost hour and a half long interview. It's such juicy content, and you'll understand what 2025 is lined up for runes, and you'll be very bullish on dog. So with that said, as always, by supporting this channel, please smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page and our X platform to receive all of our alpha calls and trades regarding dog on the moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.